Hey, this is Susan Egan, Broadway's original Belle in Beauty and the Beast and the voice of Megara in Disney's Hercules. And you're listening to the Magic Our Way podcast with Wonder Boys, Kevin, Danny, Eli, and Lee. And they are a real slice.
Jumbo, everyone.
Harambe.
And welcome to another edition of
The Magic Our Way.
Magic Our Way.
Magic Our Way.
Magic Our Way.
The Magic Our Way podcast.
They are truly magical and whatnot.
Asante Sana, everyone. You're listening to the Magic Our Way podcast from New Orleans, Louisiana, in the United States of America. We are artistic buffs talking about Disney stuff. And this is the show in which every opinion is welcome. MagicOurWay.com is where you can find us for this show. We discuss the whole Galactic Starcruiser marketing debacle, plus more clothed Jessica Rabbit. And look, this isn't your typical polished, practiced pixie dust and Disney podcast. We are not in the parks every day trying to tell you how to book a vacation on the Halcyon.
No, sorry. We're here to drink, talk Disney, and ease you through your disappointments.
That's right. So it's all good, bro. Just keep hitting that play button.
My name is Kevin.
And I'm Danny.
I'm your main Marvel man, Eli.
And Lee here. And just keep in mind, if you don't book with me, you're galactic cruising for a bruising.
Ooh.
That hurt.
Yeah. That went over as good as that video did.
Yeah. Quick, take it down. Take it down. All right, guys, look, enough of our jibber jabber. Let's go discuss some Fifth Element Galactic Starcruiser magic. Here we are on the queue. This is the segment in which we discuss all the news and happenings in the world of Disney today. And we just want a big shout out to everybody watching us on Twitch. We'll be recording our shows on this next trip to 500 live on Twitch. You'll kind of get a behind the scenes look at how the sausage is made, as they say. But the first story we want to talk about, but we want to talk about this because this happened most recently, is about this whole Galactic Starcruiser marketing shebang. Shebang bang. Shedang dang. Ding dong. Pow cow that they laid on us a few days ago. We're recording this on Saturday the 11th. Did this a few days ago, and within a few days, shebang bang, it got taken down by Disney because amid all the backlash and whatnot. Just a quick question: did you guys see this video? Did y'all get a chance to watch it?
I saw it live.
You saw it live.
I saw it live.
Did you say "F it"? I'm watching it live.
Your eyes, were they scarred? Or you okay?
No, actually, all I could focus on was that very energetic young man. I don't know who that is. My God.
Is he someone famous? Like, we should know? He said is an ABC actor, but is he from a certain show? I guess we could have looked that up before we recorded the show, but I didn't know who it was either.
I would have that kid drug tested. There's no way he's that naturally
Peppy?
Yeah. Yes.
I don't know who he is. My wife didn't know who he is. My kids didn't know who the heck he was.
It's like,
I
hey,
don't know who he was.
We're going to take you through the Halcyon, and they're like, ooh, a doorknob. That's the greatest. Yes, that's a doorknob. It's coming through here, and we're going to enter through the, wall. Like,
carpet.
Calm down.
Tiles.
Yeah.
I love lamp. I like it.
I don't know if that was the direction he was given or what, but he was really working overtime to make you feel his excitement. It just took me out of it, really. And that's not even getting into what they actually showed. I was just so distracted by that kid. But no, I saw it come on. I just happened to, it was like on Disney's Christmas special thingy.
Okay.
And I was flipping through the channels and I saw, oh, that's on. And I clicked on it and immediately went, and I'm like, oh, wow, they're doing some of this from the house. This is cool. I'll get like a little sneak peek. And I saw what I saw. And I missed the bridge segment. I had to see that when I rewatch it.
Right.
What I saw was right when he sneaks away to go, right before he goes and sneaks away.
Go into the lounge and the
Yes.
singer and stuff? Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Interesting.
He looked underage to go in the bar anyway, so I don't know.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Hey, Lee, so how'd you feel when upon first seeing said video?
Well, okay, so I saw it after we had discussed it and it had been taken down. So this was we were deciding this was a topic for the show. So it's okay. Well, let me check this video out. And I don't know that it's as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it also was like very how do you call it? After school specialist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like just poor acting in general, and it definitely didn't make me excited to go on a galactic cruise in any kind of way. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be from all the feedback I was getting, but it was interesting to say the least.
Eli, what'd you think, man?
Interesting is a very cute way to put it. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, if you want to go ahead and make me spend that much money, please do better job than that.
Yeah.
That's all I'm asking for out of life. It ain't too much.
You don't ask for too much.
I don't ask for too much.
That's something you do ask for.
Yeah. I don't think that was really a good representation of what they, especially all the hype that was built up around it. Maybe first time is bad, third time's a charm.
Yeah, maybe so.
That's what I'm hoping.
Who knows?
What did you think, Kevin?
Well, so I sat down to watch it in preparation for the show after we said, man, have y'all seen that? We were texting messages back and forth about this whole shebang. Sat down on my couch, my family's there, my wife's sitting next to me. I turn it on, and I'm watching it. I'm just like, okay, it's one of those scripted Disney promos. Okay, yeah, they've done that before. Okay, that's the problem. Then I started watching it some more, and I was like, what the hell's going on? and then a couple of seconds later, my wife turns to me and is like, Disney put this together? Is what she said.
Wow.
And I'm like, yes, they did that. And she's like, okay. And she walked off. And
She
I was
walked
like,
off from the commercial while it was still going? Or?
Yeah. She didn't finish it out. I sat there and finished it out because I knew we were going to talk about it on the show.
Right.
So I had to check it out. But I just thought that was kind of funny that she would sit there and say, Disney made this? That's pretty telling, I think.
Did the budget get cut? Is that what happened?
Yeah. But it's, it was not good.
No, it wasn't. It really didn't accomplish anything. It didn't accomplish anything.
It didn't accomplish anything. You can just stop there.
I'm trying to think of other words to add to that to be more specific. And it's like, no, I can't think of one thing specifically it did accomplish. It made, oh my God. When I saw the singer show up, it was very much like the scene in the holiday special where the Wookiee puts on the goggles and Diane Carroll is just dancing. And it's like, this is entertainment. Okay, this is what apparently we're supposed to take as being something fun.
Something you could do, have a drink.
Yeah, I mean, first, as soon as he walked into the bar area, I'm thinking to myself, that looks smaller than Oga's.
It does.
It looks very crammed in there. And then he asked the bartender, and he's like, shh,
Yeah.
look, over there. And I could see why the boy didn't know what was going on, because this pop star who is just so magnificent apparently isn't worth building a stage for.
I know.
No kind.
Or any kind of like alcove in which she's just performing in the middle
Lounge
of the
singer.
room.
Yeah, she's a big old lounge singer.
Yeah.
Wow.
Even the pop singer in Fifth Element got a full stage theater setup.
Yes.
But this one, now, granted, I wasn't sure, because when before they split, the lady that was giving the tour was saying, yeah, we have entertainment such as this big fancy pop star. They never really say that that's the pop star. So I don't think they really confirmed it, but you kind of assume so because it has to. Yeah, it is what it is. But I was like, what? She's
that
like,
was poor writing.
It was terrible.
Yes.
And putting it in that venue and with such a small audience, and she's supposed to be this big deal, and she's nothing but a lounge singer, kind of thing. It's like, okay, Bluey, very nice.
And that's not to take anything away from the actress. She did a good job singing.
Yeah, she's great.
Great job singing. It's just like, wow, really? It's no.
Yeah.
Like that would, more than anything, the bar area would be something that would be attractive to me. And there's nothing about this. I feel like I've seen the bridge.
Yeah.
We've seen the room.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen the,
a hallway.
Yeah.
We've seen
the control deck.
Yes, the bridge area. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, okay.
And we've seen the bar area, and none of it looked impressive. And maybe it's just because of the way it was shot. Maybe they're purposely shooting it so you don't see it, but it should feel spacious. It should feel grand. It should feel
Maybe they
bigger.
haven't finished those parts yet. That's the furthest
my understanding is that the hotel is complete.
Yeah,
that
I'm with Lee.
It's not like they're still working on it.
You know what this feels like? This feels like when a business executives try to be creative.
Or just ignore creative altogether.
That could be too. But they want something. It's like, oh, this will be fun. This will be great. And their definition of being creative with business things or marketing things, is totally different from a creative's definition of creative.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that it kind of gives off, and I don't know if this is the best way to put it, but it kind of gives off this weird Star Trek: The Next Generation vibe, which is shouldn't be right since it's Star Wars. But does that make any sense?
It does, and that's a common critique I heard. And of all the critiques, that's the one I would probably disagree with the most.
Because the part they go down the hallway though it's like blank.
Yes,
there's not much there. The
it's supposed to be BB-8 colored themed.
Yeah, especially the
design.
rooms.
Yeah, especially the rooms.
But they let the room roll around or something. Entice me.
No, I mean I'm not going to sit there and tell you that it didn't seem a little bland.
Okay,
but I would say that the criticism that it just doesn't feel like Star Wars. Well, it's not supposed to have that sharp military style feel that you get from stepping foot onto an Imperial Starcruiser or Starship or whatever. It's not supposed to look like that grungy, dirty, dingy rebel base, or like you just walked into the Mos Eisley canteen. It's not supposed to look like it's a luxury spaceship. It's supposed to be elegant.
Yeah,
it's supposed to not feel like that. The bar should not look like a makeshift meth lab.
A holodeck.
It should.
Wow.
It should look.
That might be more fun than you're giving it credit for, Dan.
It
Maybe
should
that's
look a
the
little
problem.
refined and well put together.
Yeah.
So I expected that when I saw it, and when I saw it, did it look a little? I don't know, like this wasn't made for a movie set, but more for TV. It did kind of have that feel. Like the bar should have been way bigger.
Yeah.
Way bigger. And again, maybe it is. Maybe it's just the way it was shot. But it looks like a crammed environment.
It didn't make me want to book now.
No.
Like I had no urge to call Lee to book this thing.
Mm-hmm.
No.
No offense, Lee. But I really didn't. I don't know. And I feel bad because it's like he's our travel agent. It's like, boy, I'd love y'all to book a Galactic Starcruiser thing, but I can't endorse that.
The concept art
I wasn't
was cool,
giving it.
though.
The concept art is always cool.
It's always cool. You can't
We
go wrong
talked
there.
about this when it came to the price point, and that is something to where I think we said it. It's like there's a way where this is worth doing it if it's kind of like, how do we put it? It was like a fantasy baseball camp or something like that. If this is a once in a lifetime experience,
Right. Okay.
that you have, and this is the only place you can have it, and they really go above and beyond and making you feel like you're a part of it. And thus far, they have not shown me anything that I would do this for. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't you think that, or would you agree that the marketing and the stuff we saw beforehand for Galaxy's Edge was way more enticing than this?
Oh, because that was concept art in the very beginning when they first announced, like Smuggler's Run. I remember that. I remember that show, and that wasn't exactly what we got. It was just concept art, but what we actually got in execution, totally different.
I would agree with Lee that, it was better, but I still don't know that it was great.
You mean this commercial, what they showed being better?
No, they're talking about the marketing material for Galaxy's Edge.
Okay, that's better than this, but...
it's better. Yeah, it's better, but it wasn't...
But they didn't...
Was it leaps and bounds?
Yeah.
Right, but they don't show anything. I mean, if you use any hotel commercial, even the most basic, here's the Hilton, here's the Motel 6, we'll keep the light on for you. They show you the hotel, right? I mean, that's the first thing. The kids are swimming in the pool, something like that. You don't get that semblance here with the commercial. That's the
show you the hotel,
and that's what I'm saying. And that's the problem with it, is that the hotel feels small. And if you're educated on it, you already know there's not going to be a pool area. There's not going to be a spa. This is supposed to be this top of the line jewel of the starship industry. I don't know what the hell they call it, but I mean the starship cruising industry.
Cruise
this
of
is
the
supposed to be top of the line, the Titanic, if you will.
Yes, sir. Daddy.
And much like the Titanic,
It's going to hit a
with that commercial, it will sink.
this thing hit an asteroid.
Yeah, it hits a cypress knee.
It's going down.
Draw that naked woman now.
Yes.
Yeah.
At the same time, I got to admit, I am holding out hope that they're just holding. We haven't seen the atrium.
No.
We haven't seen the dining area. I'm holding out hope that there's something that they're holding back. I don't think there is. It's something to where, and I can't remember which promotional thing where it's like you can practice lightsaber training.
Oh, with Josh D'Amaro, that video?
Maybe that's what it was. You can practice lightsaber training. You can do this. You can play a game of Sabacc. They have really overestimated, in my opinion,
The popularity of Sabacc.
how many people really want to spend 2 days learning how to play a card game in the Star Wars universe. I just don't see it.
that they will never play outside of this hotel.
Oh, well, I mean, but you could play. I'm sure somebody somewhere online.
Oh, yeah, they got it already.
They have sabacc tournaments.
Easily.
Sure, sabacc is like pulling up solitaire on your computer right now.
Oh, yeah. I love the All Madden Sabacc tournament. It's the best. You
But
know?
I mean, beyond that, like, what else is there? Like, if you want me to feel like I'm on a luxury spaceship, there needed to be a pool area. There needed to be a spa area.
Well, yeah, people enjoying the establishment that they're in said hotel.
Exactly. I mean, that's the whole idea behind it. And look, even if you're sitting at the pool and there's some alien, just sitting there having a drink, and you get over there and you talk to him, blah, 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 blah. And he, okay, nice talking to you. And then you just move on.
Yeah.
But there should have been something that made it feel grander. And I haven't seen that. You know how when they were promoting Galaxy's Edge and you saw Rise of the Resistance, the first shot they're going to give you is that you're stepping into the hangar and there's the stormtroopers looking out into space and there's your money shot. And it just feels like, oh my God, I got to go see that. You remember that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There was no shot like that. Even when you see it in person, it feels smaller than what it felt like when you saw it on the TV, where it just feels so grand. I'm worried because it already feels small, and you're not even there yet. I mean, how's it going to feel when you're in the room? So
I just looked it up. It's Sabacc card playing games for $35 on Amazon, straight from Galaxy's Edge. There you go.
So if it's that important to you, save $6,000
to get a $35 game.
Wow.
But I will say this: there's a sense of, it's like what's the word? Schadenfreude.
Schadenfreude, yeah.
Schadenfreude.
Okay. When I hear people talk about this, there is a bit of that going on here with this marketing campaign.
Mm-hmm.
There are people having a little bit too much fun with this. You know, I mean, it's one thing if it's open and people are experiencing it, and you're finally ready to go, okay, that sucked. But to me, it's like, it's a little too soon. Like, people are rejoicing in this. It's almost like a group of people who already knew they couldn't afford to go to begin with.
And they're waiting.
And already decided that they would hate it, and this is too expensive, and what a stupid idea by Disney, are having way too much fun rejoicing over something being this terrible when you should want it. It would be like the nearest comparison I could think of is like, being a Saints fan, and the Saints sign somebody, and you're like, ugh, I think that guy sucks. But I hope he does well because, I'm a fan of the team and I want the team to do well. And it's the same thing. It's like, man, this doesn't look good, but I really hope it's better than what it seems to be because I really want Star Wars to do well because I could see myself doing this at one point in time. It's not necessarily for me right now what I'm seeing, but I mean, I could see doing it again, as a podcast strip at one point in time.
A little faith, love, and pixie dust.
A little faith, love, and pixie
dust. There you go. To make
I mean, to your point, Danny, I mean, sometimes you just get the feeling that people want something to fail so that they can be right.
Exactly.
And if you just want to be negative, you could just say, this is going to fail, this is going to fail, every single thing Disney is going to fail, and eventually you'll be right.
Mm-hmm.
And so if all you have is negativity and all you think is that, it's doomed, then yes, eventually you'll be right. What do they say? A broken clock is right twice a day.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, eventually you will come across something that is going to meet that definition, but it is, to your point, like it's hard to write it off if no one has actually experienced it yet. They haven't even had maybe a soft opening or a pre-tour, or they haven't even had people come in to set it up to be a positive experience yet and kind of pad the stats, so to speak.
Yeah, there are way too many YouTubers and podcasters and whatnot. Like they're spiking the ball and they're doing the touchdown dance in the end zone, declaring the game over.
Right.
And we haven't seen it yet. I mean, you might be right, but it's so important that you be right as opposed to that we get a good product. That it just feels like the priorities are a little mixed up.
Yeah,
I would say.
You're thinking collectively, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean,
but
I'll criticize Disney all day, but generally when we criticize it, it's, what it's like. You remember when Galaxy's Edge first opened, and you went in there, and it's like, man, it's kind of mid. It's kind of like C level. This isn't. But then Rise of the Resistance opened, and you're like, yep, that's the best thing I've ever written. Yeah. And it changed the game. It changed the scope of it, and suddenly Galaxy's Edge was a lot harder to get into, and you really couldn't get on that ride. And people readily admitted this was one of the best things Disney has ever done, ever made. I feel like there should be some sense of acknowledging that, look, it's not going to feel like Star Wars because it's not supposed to feel like you're on a rebel ship or an Imperial ship. It's supposed to be a luxury
cruise liner in that
cruise
era.
line. Yes,
yeah,
but
from that era.
critique it for what it isn't that it's supposed to be. Don't critique it for what isn't supposed to be. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but do you use? But you have to use this commercial as the basis for the critique until, like I was saying earlier, until they say here's the place. People have gone in and like Lee said, that hasn't happened. There's been no soft opening.
Mhm.
So yeah, I mean, if this is what you have to build the critique on, the exhibit is bad right now. It's bad. Just you gotta put a little curtain on it.
Well, the marketing campaign is bad. We haven't seen.
Yes, the commercial bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Commercial bad.
But there are people who go, but like when they introduced the captain, the blue lady,
in that video, yeah, when you
Captain
book of
Kevon,
yeah,
Keenan and Kel. I don't know.
Yeah, Keenan and Kel. All them.
Key and Peele.
Well, I mean,
Keenan
I
and
saw
Peele.
a lot of people. They went right into Captain Karen, and they were just doing this whole political kind of thing with it.
Oh wow.
All I saw when I saw the name was I was like, Captain Kevon. That's all I could think of. And then I'm listening to other people, and I'm like, oh my god, man! They're saying that Kathleen Kennedy intentionally. That's her. And she put herself in there, and it's like all this conspiracy.
Wow.
It's so political now. Everything. It's crazy.
Mojin.
Yeah, the first thing when I saw the captain, I was like, man, there's a lot of blue people on this ship.
There.
Yeah, man, I was like, I mean, I kind of feel bad for the actors. They're going to have to dress up like this every day and get into makeup and all. I was like, man, that's going to be a chore to be that person and to go through all the process of becoming that character every single day. They're not just going to show up and put on their uniform. They got to get the face and the extensions and all this other stuff, like a real movie.
A lot of people are critiquing the look of the aliens and stuff. Like, well, I mean, they have to be functional.
Yeah.
There can't be like a whole lot of stuff going on with the aliens, because that's more of a potential for something to fall off in the middle of a
somebody will trip on a tail or something.
Exactly.
Come on, you see Jabba the Hutt coming down the hallway. There's not much room between you and he.
Yeah, exactly.
That's very fair. That's absolutely fair.
And people again, you can critique all this, but there was a video that went out that was welcoming people, and it was so cringeworthy. And Kevin knows because you sent it out.
Yeah, it was the video when they book a vacation. That's the video they get welcoming to the halcyon.
Oh, wait, the other one with the lady when she had all of the...
Yeah, she had the little dots and stuff.
I thought
she
it was kind of
blue too,
racist.
yeah.
I don't know why. I kind of was like, because I thought she might have been kind of Indian, not Native American Indian, but Indian.
Middle Eastern.
Thank you, sir. But
Middle
I was like,
Eastern.
Yeah, and I was like, are they kind of, because like some of those ladies have to wear like something in the middle of their head. I didn't know if they were like, how you say, embossing that. You know what I mean, with that icon that they had. That's like the weird vibe that I got. I might be too woke to see that commercial. I don't know.
A henna tattoo?
Did not catch that.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The actress was, and then like she had the thing, and I was like,
Well, she was blue, and the captain was blue, and the shrimp were blue, and
the blue shrimp.
Okay.
the blue shrimp. There's a lot of blue.
I thought we were staying away from blue food for a second.
There's a blue Smith on there, I'm sure.
Blue Smith.
Gotta have blue Smith.
I love Latin.
You love lamb.
They must have had a lot of blue makeup left over from Aladdin when they made that movie.
Oh, the
And it was
Navi
like,
journey.
Maybe they bought it on sale. I don't know.
All the Navi were unemployed. They're like, come on over here to the space cruiser. Ain't nobody will figure you guys out.
Maybe in the surveys that they do, the park surveys, people are just big on blue. And so they're like, let's just see everything.
Go big
Food's
blue.
Boo.
Avatar, blue alien, anything blue, let's buy it.
There
Blue
must
milk.
be something about it.
They're going to get the Smurfs next.
See, that would have made more sense, right?
It's like
But,
blue
like-
milk. Oh, I spilled some on me. Oh, you can't tell, though.
Yeah.
As cringeworthy as that was, and as silly as it, do you remember the original pre-show for Star Tours?
Yes.
Where the lady with her hair was
Yeah.
just kind of bunched up on the side of her head.
Welcome to Star Tours.
Yeah, and she was like doing this flight attendant
Yes.
kind of like thing. And I'm like, if that was released to the public today, they'd be like, that's not Star Wars. What the hell are these people doing? But it was embraced back when they did it. I mean,
But there was nothing preceding it, right? I mean, that commercial.
what the pre-show?
Well, no, it was a
Yeah.
pre-show thing, kind of like
yeah.
Putty and Soren.
Right. So I'm saying, I guess what I'm saying is like now you have so much more Star Wars that now people are desensitized. So now they're expecting more. The level goes up higher and higher.
I would think that they'd be more desensitized to bad Star Wars since because that Star Wars opened after Jedi, right?
Yeah.
That was the last time we stopped expecting good Star Wars.
Yeah, that was the best Star Wars
Right.
trilogy ever. Well, how you gonna beat that?
After
Make
that,
it
you
blue.
Take it as it comes.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you make the shrimp blue, and that fixes everything.
I guess so.
She was a sister, I think I remember.
On the video you said
on the Star Tours.
You were in the
thing.
Star Tours? She
Yeah.
definitely was.
Oh, that okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Back in the day. And it was Star Tours. It was a tour ship. It was
Yes.
like, yeah, it was
And
very
there
on the
again,
nose.
Different feel from Star
Yeah,
Wars.
right.
No one complained about it then, but people are so hypercritical right now. And again, the things that I can see to criticize about that is that it doesn't look like there's a fun element to it. It doesn't look like it's spacious. It doesn't look like what it's supposed to be, which is supposed to be a luxury cruise ship where the Empire or First Order, whatever the hell it is, I guess they're going with the
Second order,
yeah,
third order.
yeah.
I need an order.
Please
All the
repeat
orders.
your order.
Yeah.
They just
Delay that
invade
order.
it, and they're on the ship, and that happens, or there's rebels have stowed away, or something like that. So criticize it for the right thing.
That makes sense. It makes absolutely, yeah. And the way that they marketed it, it just, I don't know. Who knows? We'll see how it goes.
We will, and I don't think that it's going to bomb per se. But if this is all there is, if this is all there is to it, you've basically built a hotel for diehard Star Wars fans that's too expensive for regular fans to afford, but will come nowhere near close to satisfying hardcore Star Wars fans.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And
Well-
that is where you really have messed things up. And so there better be a rabbit up there in their hat, something up their sleeve, something.
Well, Murtaugh said it best. With all these people watching, baby, you better not stay.
Well, guys, look, let us know what you think about all this video, all this news about the Galactic Starcruiser, and the video got taken down, and hopefully you caught one of the many bootlegs that are out there on floating around on YouTube. Let us know what you think about the show at magicourway.com. And for our second news story on this show, we are talking about Roger Rabbit's cartoon spin at Disneyland returning with Jessica Rabbit. Jessica Rabbit, if you know this character from the movie, is a very voluptuous woman.
Very nice, very nice.
Very nice. Very
nice.
voluptuous woman from back in the day.
Draw really well.
Yes, yes. She's just drawn that way. Don't hate her.
That's it.
But she is back, and she kind of looks like Dick Tracy, Jessica Rabbit.
I was going to say Carmen Sandiego, but okay.
Oh yeah, Carmen Sandiego Rabbit.
Yeah.
Works too. Yeah, Dick Tracy. She's got a trench coat on now.
Yeah.
She doesn't have her little red, I guess, ruby studded dress with all the sparkles and the buxom bosom look anymore. She's got a coat over that, a yellow coat over that to match. I guess the henchmen and stuff.
She gonna like bust out the coat and then just have
I
the
don't
dress
know.
underneath.
She's still got the hammer, so she's busting out something. According to the pictures, but yeah, how about that? They covered her up, man. She's no longer. She's being more modest, or she's cold on those California nights because it does get cold at night, but it does get warm in the day.
Is you saying it's a little bit nipply?
It's a little bit nipply. Henceforth, they shall cover that up, so it's not offensive to nipple offenders.
Woke again.
I am so no. I don't think you can say that though. Like
What, woke again?
no, yeah, because I don't remember anybody. Has anybody heard of anyone calling for this?
No, this is not a cancel thing.
This is totally You cannot lay this at the. This is Disney doing it for Disney.
You don't
Own
think
reason.
they're trying to do any sort of, pre-cog due diligence?
Maybe, but you can't put that on people petitioning them to change because I have not seen one single thing. In fact, I haven't even seen this really covered all that much.
Mm.
I hadn't seen it either.
I've seen it all covered up.
Yeah,
For sure.
And that's a shame.
Hey,
That's a
they're
shame.
all like, check out this new version of Roger Rabbit's cartoons, and it's the same freaking version. It's not all that different, except that Jessica's covered up. I have not seen anybody rejoicing over this, celebrating this, asking for this. Nothing. Disney just did this all on its own.
Keep it up
And
to the standard they have set.
now, to your point, did they do it because they want to
You're like,
Yeah.
look, we're on your side. We
Yeah.
want too.
pre-cut off,
Precog
cut them
that,
off?
no.
Precog it.
Wasn't that a movie with Tom Cruise?
Yeah, Minority Report.
Minority
That's,
Precognition.
that's kind of where I knew where he was going with that. I guess it's possible. Yeah. In fact, it's more than likely where their head was at. But man,
let me throw something at you. It could be really thin. Okay. So the Disney Corporation, they have like business models, and so then other companies take those business models and try to inject that into what they do. You've heard of this before, right?
Okay.
So our zoo was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's say it could be thin.
Is a zoo.
This is it's a theory. But when they had a catastrophe, which we won't need to go into, but you know what I'm talking about.
The Jaguar?
The Jaguar.
You let the Jaguar out.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's why I ain't there no more. Had good times, though. What? Dick was hungry. He talked to me. One of the things that they did was they did this like damage mitigation, and not only that, they built a group of people to like jump ahead of that. Like that is true. They like I know that because I got forced into a trailer that had mold growing in it because they wanted to expand the press release team. So
Was there a casting couch involved?
you know.
You want to make it, don't you, Ivory?
You want to make some money, huh?
Come on, help me! I'm just trying to eat. So that's where I would come with that theory to say like it's happened to them enough that they're like, hey, look, this is an easy one. Now, granted, why pick on Jessica? That's kind of cool, but maybe to them they're like, hey, this is an obvious one. We can knock this one out. What do y'all think? And they're like, cool, put a coat on it.
Well, okay, but to your point, what's next? You put a raincoat on the Little Mermaid?
I don't believe in doing any of this stuff in general as a personal point, but yeah, if you have like a specific team and their job is to get ahead of this, then it might be like, hey, not a coat, but maybe they put a sweater on her top half.
A seaweed ascot.
Right.
Swimming in a sweater?
Yeah. I don't know how comfortable that is. But
we saw
they
them.
put in a wetsuit.
It's very bubble guppy.
You saw with Jasmine where they changed her costume.
Yes.
Yeah, no more midriff.
Yeah.
Yeah, no more midriff for Jasmine.
No more belly button. But I have to correct the statement that she doesn't have the hammer according to the pictures. I thought it was the hammer still, like she had in the old outfit.
Okay.
But I mistook. There were some balloons that are in background, and I thought that was the hammer. But no, she's doing like a stop motion, like stop in the name of love kind of hand thing. Now, that's what she's doing. But anyway,
Stop!
I just had to correct a misstatement on my part.
That's so good.
So let me get this straight. Cartoon cleavage is bad. But the fact that Jessica's getting it on with a rabbit, cartoon bestiality is fine.
Don't we love animals more than people, Danny? Don't you?
Jessica's literally loving an animal.
I mean, yeah,
in the cartoon.
I hear rabbits breed well. That's I mean, it is strange. No, that's
it wasn't like the animatronic figure was overly buxom to the point of like with the movie where they jiggled or anything like that.
Right.
It was
They breathed.
You pass it and you really don't. You're like, oh, cool, the character's in there, but you're not like, oh my god, I'm offended. No, I've never seen that.
Not at all, and it completely it changes her character. The whole femme fatale character that she is. I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way, kind of thing.
Because they had her tied up in ropes and she was busting out in the old one. I'm kind of curious to know what the storyline is for that. With her in the trench coat and stuff. I don't know.
We'll go. Yeah.
Do you think it's like a deal where you pass by and she's like, opens up the trench coat?
That's what
that would be cool.
So that
I got some Rolexes right here.
I'd pay for that.
Who won't draw that?
You want some really fine cutlery over here?
Woo! Well, you got so much merchandise. I don't even know which one to buy.
You're like thief.
Like, I'm just here for Christmas. It's here for all the sales. What's going on?
Let her have her worldly possessions.
Yeah. Seriously, too, though. Like, if I was, like, one thing I'm starting to take a slight offense to is that, like, if I'm the artist and I had to design this character, and then everybody's like, okay, I know, like, these designs, they don't come easy. But you got to draw, like, this is for Disney, right? I mean, easily, these are 200, maybe more. There's a lot of sketches you have to do before your boss is like, that's what I want. And so now you go through all of that stuff.
You just created an icon.
Yes, you created an icon. Everybody loves your thing. And then here they go, they're like, we're going to put a coat on. I'd be freaking pissed. I'd be pissed. Be like, you know how hard it was to get the proportion right from the top to the bottom, and everybody likes that.
She's
now
too
you
hot.
cover that up.
She's too hot.
Yeah. Like, man, come on, man. That artist's wrist probably look like that. You know what I mean?
I don't know why, but in my mind, I just saw the scene from Weird Science where they're like, go bigger, go bigger.
Yeah.
It's like, and then he goes like, hey, Give them the shooters.
And out comes Kelly LeBrock.
Boom.
I mean, it's not like if you go to Disney, especially Disney World, I mean, it's not like you can't see cleavage. I mean, all you got to do is go to the water park. Those girls in those thongs and those European, those high-cut bathing suits and stuff, you see a lot.
Water park, just go to the pool at your local hotel.
Well, the pool, I don't see as many thongs at the pool. But you go to the Typhoon Lagoon and stuff, man, thongs everywhere.
Thong.
I'm telling you. They can say they don't allow it, but I know a thong. It's not like, what do you call it? Is it a tea bag? What do you call it?
Tea bag.
A
French cut?
Back.
Oh, a tea bag.
Oh,
I see what you mean.
yeah, where it's like, those bathing suits are pretty cheeky.
Yeah.
Something like that. When you're over there, all you got to do is go to a water park, go to the pool. You'll see more.
You don't have to look at him, Danny.
Yeah, you got to
A
look
woman
right
could
out
be a
there.
woman. It's just at the cheeks.
Don't be like that.
I know I was looking.
I got some years back on my life for looking. Saved my life. Thank you.
I saw Eli's titties at the water park for
There
the
you
first
go.
time.
Oh, yeah.
They weren't drawn. That was real stuff. Sketched them out myself.
He's all natural.
That's it. Ain't covering these up with a coat.
Next thing you know, you see his cheeks.
That's it. Oh, man. That's it.
Didn't Lee have a picture that he took over at
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
At the Beaches of Cream.
Yeah, don't you have a guy in a weenie bikini?
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
got the whole. He was ordering a banana split when we were there.
And
That's it.
you got to see that banana, right?
Yeah.
They split his
Everybody-
banana.
There's some whipped cream on it.
Sexiest thing ever.
They followed you on Facebook, then yeah, everybody.
But that
got
was
to
back
see it.
before Magic Bands, and he had this freaking key card right here tucked into his Speedo. His key to the kingdom card was tucked into his Speedo. That was the best
Yeah.
part.
That's
This
a good
is the
move.
key to this kingdom, baby.
You want to come see me? Pull in the back of that
This was
Speedo, man.
pre-Magic Bands.
You know where you can find me. Absolutely. Yeah, you're right. I mean, the cheekiness is everywhere. And I don't understand why they want to
don't
go
either.
and put it on to a fictional character. That's the best way I could put it. Because what the character can't defend itself because Kathleen Turner's doing her own thing somewhere. Is that what that's about? But that's messed up. That's a little messed up.
I agree 100%. I'm surprised this is not being covered more because as an artist, this offends
No
me.
pun intended.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
As an artist, that's what you were saying. This offends me. This is not the original intent of the character. This is not who she was supposed to be. You could see that plentifully in the Disney parks. I mean, what are they going to do? Shut down swimming pools if they're worried about kids seeing cleavage? Really?
Take out
I
the
don't
belly
think so.
dancers, but take out. I mean, you can't escape something like that if you let your mind go there.
Yeah. I mean, how did we survive? I mean, we grew up with Roger Rabbit. We were young when that came out, weren't we?
Yeah.
How did we manage? How did the world manage to go on for 30 plus years? How many people ended up on the therapist's couch because they were obsessed with Jessica Rabbit, whose lives were derailed by Jessica's titties? That's what I need to know.
That's awesome. What's the problem today, Doc? You don't understand. Every night I see her.
Why is she with that rabbit?
Yeah.
Why is she
I'm
not
so
with
much
me?
better than him. I just see you and I press pause on the VCR. It's so wrong.
I mean, the only person who got messed up over Jessica Rabbit was Marvin Acme. That was it.
Played patty cake.
Patty cake.
Madness, man.
Oh, man. Absolutely insane. Absolutely
Yes, it
insane.
is. The world's going crazy. So, yeah, no. Disney just preactive censoring itself.
So precog.
Precog censoring.
We
Precog.
could go with that theory then.
Right.
We haven't talked to nobody to confirm
The
it.
Chapek
but
report.
I will go with that theory.
Didn't take the pulse of the public.
No.
Didn't check to see, where people were at. They just decided, let's put a coat on her and change the entire. And then look, it doesn't really matter, I guess, because I mean that's a franchise that they just let rot on the shelf.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know. I mean, kids won't know about it unless they watch it on D Plus or whatever.
That's
the only way they know about it. Or if they had parents that used to like the movie. I used to like the movie.
I love the movie.
We watched it. My kids watched it.
Yeah, that was a great movie. I was just thinking when you said D plus, like, was that her bra size?
Double
went
D
there.
Plus.
Yeah.
And you got to see Mickey Mouse and Bugs Bunny have a conversation, however brief
I
it
thought
was.
that was cool. Yeah.
That's true.
Blew my mind as a kid.
Yeah, no, I thought that. I mean, just all of it, all the cartoon characters that were in there, Betty Boop and all that. It's such a I think it's such a great movie. My favorite's the little gun with the little Western bullets.
Yes.
With the beards and stuff. They're all sleeping.
Like,
time to get back to work, boys.
And I ain't seen you. He went that way.
But they're all like, it's like, damn, y'all been sleeping, man. Eli, I love y'all.
Yeah, I like it. You remember when Eddie Valiant's in Toonland or whatever, and he's trying to follow that woman he thinks is Jessica, but it turns out to be like
somebody else.
Nina Hyena, I think it was her name. And he walks into this bathroom.
Man.
Yeah, exactly. And he walks into this bathroom and he plummets because there's no floor.
Yeah.
But when he walks in a bathroom briefly, if you look on the wall of the stall, whatever it was, the wall of the bathroom, it clearly says, "For a good time, call Alice in Wonderland."
Oh,
That was so funny.
I'll have to go back and look for that.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of little hidden things.
watch out. Wokeland
It's a
gonna
great
come
little
find that
movie.
movie. They're going to make it, they're going to put it away and hide it in the vault forever.
Yeah. I love that movie.
Me
it's such
too.
good stuff. I'd be curious to check it out and see what it looks like next time we head out to Disneyland. So that'd be a great trip to have again, whenever that is. But yeah, listeners, let us know what you think about this not as covered Jessica Rabbit story.
Yeah,
About a very covered Jessica Rabbit.
an overly covered, uncovered story.
An overly covered, uncovered story. Yeah. So share your opinions on the show. They're always welcome. We'll tell you how to do that in just a little bit. Well, guys, we hope you enjoyed that discussion about two very pertinent news stories of the day. If you want to learn more about us, magicourway.com is the way to go. There you'll find our social media links, past episodes, and more. Also, to share your opinions with us, you can do so through the following ways. Shoot us an email at show@magicourway.com, or you can call or send us a text message or leave a voicemail at 1-815-MOWEEKEN. That is 1-815
Weekend
669-4226. And of course, we have a couple of guys do things outside of the podcast. First of all, we got Eli does things with comics.
Hey, Rob Liefeld here. Deadpool, Cable, X-Force, Domino, Marvel Comics, Image Comics, all of it. You guys, what is up? Eli Ivory. What a great name. Eli Ivory, comic guru. I'm here to talk about you. I am here to say, check out ivorycomics.com. That's right, you. Check out ivorycomics.com. ivorycomics.com. If you're not doing that, you're missing out. You're missing out. The Savages comic cannot be beat, cannot be surpassed. You need to check it out, experience it for yourself, and you know the story. It's all about the glory. Congrats to you and all the magic that you're making with your Ivory Comics. Eli Ivory, comic book guru. Check out ivorycomics.com, comic book guru. Eli Ivory, the whole package. Deadpool said to. Do it. ivorycomics.com right now. Liefeld out.
Boom. You know what? It's been so long since I've heard that voice. It always cheers me up every time. But not as much as just also express it to everybody out there in the land of the more weekend fans that you can also get a link to this podcast when you go to the Ivory Comics website. So never miss an episode, a joke, an insight, nothing. We got issues. We'll print them. We'll say them. We just do it. You can also find me right there on Facebook, Eli H. Ivory. I can be found there as long as you're a real person. How you doing? If you're a bot, get to stepping. I want to deal with you, Sarah McLachlan, Jay. You was wrong to do that to me. I thought we was supposed to meet up, and then you pulled up the list and said, I'm a bot. I fooled you, but no, you didn't because I blocked you. Don't play with me. All right?
Sarah McLachlan J.
With no spaces.
No spaces.
Was
no
she
hyphens.
trying to save any animals at all?
Yeah, that was the other boss they was trying to get me with, talking about adopt this puppy child. Like, get on out of here. What are you doing? You know, I don't trust that. Get out of here, Smokey. Anyway, you can find me there, facebook.com/ProjectGation. You can see the work that's there as well. Instagram, I'm right there, eivory504. And of course, on Twitter, can be found on Hancock10166. So if you appreciate the madness, you just bringing me the gladness. Thank you very much.
All right. And if you want to book a vacation to go out to Disneyland to see the Roger Rabbit Toontown Spin, or you want to book a vacation on the Halcyon, you can book it through Lee. Lee, tell them how to do this, sir.
Just give me a call at 832-431-1621. That's 832 Cartoon Cleavage. 832-CRTN-CLVG. You can email me at lee@magicourway.com. You can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/Lastovica Travel. That's LASTOVICA Travel. On Instagram, you can find me at You Got a Friend in Lee Travel. And on TikTok, You Got a Friend in Lee. And if you do any of that, we'll get you hooked up and booked up with no
Hasselvika.
And look, guys, there's so many ways to support the show as a whole, and you can find them all on our website, magicourway.com. Any way in which you can support the show is deeply appreciated. Also, we want to take a second and thank you for being a loyal listener, and we always love hearing from our listeners. All opinions are welcome on the Magic Our Way podcast, so make sure you get in touch with us today. So, Mohicans, ladies and gentlemen, we say Kwaherini. My name is Kevin.
And I'm Danny.
Magic out!
I have every intention of eating those bananas for breakfast, but I still somehow end up with
patty cakes.
Hey, this is Kevin from the Magic Our Way podcast. When Calgon can't take me away, Matt